Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be doing a kind of first impression as well as kind of a little bit of review of a new drugstore product. This is, I don't know how long this has been out at the drugstore, but this is the Hard Candy Look Pro Ultimate Contour and Sculpt Kit. This is a drugstore cream contour kit. I already do have a demo at the end of this video where I show myself using all of these colors. So if you guys would like to see that, that will be at the end of the video. So I'm going to go ahead and just talk a little bit more about the palette, what palette I got, what it is that it does, as well as give you some pros and cons, and like I said at the end, a demo of me using the actual product. So first, let's talk a little bit more about this palette. This one is by Hard Candy, and I got the one in the shade light to medium. They do, I believe, have two. So they have the light to medium as well as the medium to deep. And this is just what it looks like when you open it. I already have used this, so it is going to be a little bit kind of dirty. So it just comes with this like plastic at top that gives you all of these steps. So number 1 is prep, number 2 brighten, number 3 contour, 4 blend, and 5th is illuminate. So that is what that comes with. Then we go right into the palette, and this is what it looks like. So first we have the Hard Candy brush, the dual-ended brush. So it has this side. I would use that for like applying the highlighting shade, and then we have this one which I would probably use for the contouring kind of blending side of that. So that's what it comes with, as well as these 5 colors. So first is the prep, which is kind of like a, as you guys can see, kind of like a nude under eye, kind of prepping for highlighting, so kind of like concealer, I would say. Then we have the brightening one, which of course is yellowish. Then we have the contour kind of side, which is more on the gray tone, but more neutrally color, I would say. It's not too gray. Then we go on to the 4th, which is the blend side. And now the first 2 are actually cream products and the last 2 are powder products. So moving on with the blend, this is more of a bronzy color to go on top of the contour, which is a lot more warmer. So you guys can see it has more kind of like an orangey tone. And then the illuminate right here, which looks like that. It is pretty illuminating. When I first looked at the palette, I didn't think the illuminating shade was going to do much, but it actually did illuminate to my face. I didn't put it as a highlight. I actually used Hard Candy's Tiki bronzer. I just wanted to go with the Hard Candy feel. It's right here. I could have used this highlighting shade to highlight. I just didn't, but I did use it for like the tip of my nose, my cupid's bow, and a little bit on my forehead and my chin. So that is pretty much all of the colors. I also do want to make note that this palette is actually $8, so it's a very inexpensive drugstore product. Alright, so next we're going to go ahead and go on with the pros and cons of this product. The pros would have to be that it's all in one single palette. That means it would be very travel friendly, as well as it even has a brush inside. So I really think that's one of the pros as well, just that it has a brush, because a lot of contouring sculpting kits don't. Another pro would have to be the price of the palette. This is only, like I said, $8, so you're really getting your bang for your buck here. Another pro of this palette would have to be that the colors really blended smoothly. The contouring shade was not at all muddy, and the powder wasn't at all blotchy or anything when I apply them to my skin. So I really do like how that looks. It looks pretty good, pretty blended, and I really like it. And the last pro would have to be that this product actually doesn't test on animals. So if you are an animal lover, if you don't like any makeup products that test on animals, this one should be right up your alley. So those are basically the pros of the product. Now for the cons are not very significant, I would say. The only con would have to be that I don't have like multiple brushes for the palette, because I do like using different brushes for cream as well as for powders, but that's just me. I can get one for my collection. Another thing would have to be that there's no setting powder for the highlighting part. Like you guys would see in the demo, like I said there, it's pretty crucial for me to have a setting powder to set my eyes. So I had to go ahead and go into another one of my palettes, but that's no biggie, like I said. And the last con would have to be that you can only purchase Hard Candy at Walmart or online, which is kind of going out of the way for some of us that don't have a Walmart near us or that would have to buy it online. I think that when I look at things and I can't get them in stores like at Ulta or Sephora, then I automatically like feel skeptical about like buying the product. So that is pretty much it for the cons. Like I said, not very many. Aside from that, the pros definitely overweight the cons for me. I think the price is definitely worth it for the products that you are getting here. I mean, you get 5 colors as well as a dual brush, which is more than I can ask for $8. So now let's go ahead and move on to the demo. So this is just what the palette looks like, and it does have 5 steps. So the first one is prep, then it is brighten, then contour, blend, and last but not least we have the illuminate with the brush, of course. I already did touch the first one because I was gonna start with number 1, which was prep, and I thought it would be like a waxy consistency, but it actually does have some color, as you guys can see. So I'm gonna put it under my eye. I already did do that on this side. That's why it looks a little bit brightened. And I'm just gonna do that with my fingers because why not? So for the second part of the palette, I'm going to be using the brightening side. I'm just gonna go ahead and get this Kat Von D concealer brush. This one is in the number 40. I'm sorry, my hair is like coming out, but it's just not working with me today. So I'm gonna go ahead and just dab a little bit of that color. And it is pretty yellow. Usually I would use a concealer, but for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to be using this palette. So obviously I would put this on my under eye. It does brighten, and I do like that it is like a yellow color. So can't complain about that. I think it works pretty nice. So this is actually blending pretty nice, as you guys can see. Honestly, I think it is the brush as well, because I just love this brush for under my eyes. So it could be that too. And obviously I don't expect this to conceal anything, but I mean it is. It's concealing right here the redness I have from a little bug bite I got. I'm also going to do it on my forehead like I would with any other concealer. Then the bridge of my nose. I put too much on my nose. Sorry. It's bow, and then just blend it with my finger. Just blend it further. Actually, I'm going to get my beauty sponge for that. And this one I just got from Crown Bushes. So just to really blend it out. I'm just going to go ahead and quickly move on to the third step right here, which is the contouring step. Sorry, my hair is like all over the place. And I'm just going to dab onto the product. So we're going to go ahead and just get it where I usually would, which would be right here. And I don't want to grab a lot of it. With cream contour, you don't want to be too excessive. Oh my god, my hair is just crazy over here. Okay. It's looking pretty good as of right now. It's not too dramatic like I like it. I like a pretty natural cream contour that I could later set with a powder, which would obviously make it a lot more dramatic. I'm just kind of like cupping it. Just gonna give me one of these. So that's how the cream contour is looking like. I'm not gonna lie, I really like this. So then I'm gonna touch my temples. Nothing too like much. This side as well. And we'll go right here. I like doing this just to, not like I need it, but just to balance all the darkness out on my face that we're putting. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the fourth step, and the fourth and fifth step are actually powders. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start kind of blend it. Okay, so this is how the bronzing is looking like. I really do like this. So now the fifth and final part of the palette is the illuminate. It says to put it in the center of the forehead, bridge of nose, lips, and chin. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. I don't expect it to give me much of a brightness on my forehead, the bridge of my nose. I'm just gonna get it right here as well. And then my chin. Okay, so this is really brightening. Okay, the only thing that I haven't done that doesn't come in this kit would be to set my under eye, which is crucial for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get the Shade and Light palette just for the purpose of setting my under eye, because if I don't set it, I'm going to be a creasy monster. I should have done this before, but I just wanted to do the steps, and then I realized that I hadn't set my under eye, so I'll do this here. And then I'm gonna go over that bronzer again with no additional product, just to blend out that thing I did there. Okay, so that's basically how it's looking. I am going to go ahead and finish up my makeup, and I will be right back just to talk a little bit more about it. Alright guys, so I'm back with my whole face done, and this is just what my makeup looks like. I really do like this product. As you guys can see, it doesn't look blotchy or muddy or anything. It looks very natural, I believe. I think it's perfect if you're on the go. Take all these colors with you, just one simple palette, and it is very, very inexpensive. So that is pretty much it for my first impression kind of review on this product. Like I said, this is the Hard Candy Look Pro Ultimate Contour and Sculpt Kit, and I do give it a big thumbs up. I do really like it, and I think it is very good drugstore contouring and highlighting kit. That's a mouthful, but yeah guys, I really hope you guys like this video. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you guys are not subscribed already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.